I found a guy named Blazendary on Twitter, and he did a video, or on YouTube, and he did a video called it's a very funny name, "Turning a School Nerd into a Hype Beast."
Okay, I want to say, so I replied to this and I was like, so like this is an attack on me. I think this is why you're having me on the episode. And I realized right after I replied to that, literally like 10 seconds before that, someone else was like, "Oh, are you gonna have Stefan on for this episode?" Like, so,
do you know Blazendary?
I don't. No.
Okay, so Robbie, I'm not going to play the video because it's not very interesting to listen to. It's just literally a guy with his friend. His friend shows up in khakis and a gray shirt. He's like, "This is not hype. We got to help you out." This guy's got a 4.8 grade point average, which doesn't exist. I don't know where he got that, but I thought I would read the fit is also horrible. It's like a Supreme Christmas sweater and a pair of MNML track pants. Not very cool. Okay. Robbie Palermo 114 said, "I love what he said at the end about expressing yourself and how it doesn't change who you are. I relate to this well because I love my chains and jewelry, but people just assume I'm trying to be cool. It's shit how society is like this now, man." So
I love how we're kind of like conservatives in that we long for this like pure time when things were like right.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's like in the hype beast community, it's kind of like that era Tony described, like when reselling was almost like a cool little hustle and not just like an obnoxious, like, you know.
I like this guy though saying like, I don't wear the jewelry for like other people, and it's pretty lame that people look down on me for wearing jewelry.
Who's doing that? Who's looking down? Who's looking down on you for wearing jewelry?
He just says, he says, I love my chains and jewelry, but people just assume I'm trying to be cool. It's shit how society is like this now, man.
All the time, people are like, "Oh man, that's a cool chain." He's like, "It's not what it's about, man."
It's not what it's about. Not why I do it, man. Not why I play.
No. Miss me with that. No, thank you.
This Blazendary. This is a guy, and I found this on a recent episode of Guys Plus. We were looking at Bear Grylls TV shows, and noticed that there were a ton of. So Bear Grylls has this show where he takes celebrities out, and they try to, live in the wild or whatever. And there was just a bunch of people in the reviews giving it 5 stars and then saying, "I think it would be cool if you took like a regular person out in the wild, like me or something." Like there was just a ton of that. So this Blazendary, this guy, this Keegan says, "Blazendary, I'm not writing this to get a comment or get anything from you." Parentheses, "A comment would be cool though. But I gotta say, I think you truly seem like a cool and good person, regardless of how much clothes, jewelry, and money you have. It's great how you give so much in return towards your friends, fans, and family. That's a good quality to have and show young kids not to always get, then give. It's fun watching these turning a fan into a hype beast videos because you let the fan pick what they like and not persuade them into something else. So keep up the good work, man. Stay true to you. P.S. If you're interested in following me, my Instagram is," he gives his Instagram.
This is where, like, because I'm sure, I feel like Tom can relate to this. I feel like part of being in that stuff was like, you kind of respect your homies and like that, but most of it was like hating. Like most of it was like, my shit's tight, your shit's whatever. I can wear the same shirt as you're wearing. I'm gonna wear it a little bit different. It's gonna be better. And you definitely, like, I come from like, the hate was so strong that if I was on a message board, I'm like, "We got motherfuckers named Keegan in here now. Fuck, Tony out of here. This just played out. Keegan cares about this shirt. I don't care about this shirt." Like that's how petty it was. And now he's like, this is wonderful. We're spreading love. We're doing great things. It's not for everybody. That was the whole point. It's like, you were supposed to be like different. Now it's like, no, everyone do it. Everyone go wear the same outfit.
It's actually interesting that you bring that up because I always think that about people who work at restaurants. They're the only good restaurant in town is the restaurant they work at, and all the rest of them are shit and they're evil and they have the worst hiring practices and stuff, and the food sucks. My sister's a chef. A sous chef at a really nice restaurant.
Okay. So real restaurants, like,
it's a very nice place. It's like a rooftop kind of place, and that's fine. But anytime we say we went to a restaurant, she's like, ugh, heard some bad stuff about them. And the food's like actually not real good. And they're generally just ripping us off. So it's like, and I've noticed that about Hypebeast too, where it's like, if they don't get something in a drop, that thing is shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it seems to be. This guy says, Andre Evil Ronte said, wow, if I had a best friend like you, Blazendary, I would be blessed. And a person, then Lulu Lovette 9960 says, to be honest, flexing your intelligence is better than flexing your clothes and shoes. So
That's insane.
Oh wow, I'm like a sapiosexual hypebeast.
This guy says, I have mad respect for people who don't feel the need to wear brands like Supreme, etc. And I wish I was one, but I'm not. I like my brands.
I love that guy. He's a loyalist.
Not me. I know what's good.
It's like when you smoke and one of your friends quits smoking. And you're like, fuck, you're making me lie. I admire you for doing that. And I really want to do that, but I'm also going to go outside and smoke. So.
God, how, honestly, I probably would buy some Supreme Marlboros. I'd buy that pack. I'd keep it out. That would make its way onto the mantle.
Better if they were Winston's, though, because that's
more... with the red branding, they'd probably be like the full strength. Well, no filters, or on the filter.
So what I found interesting was I then found Blazendary's subreddit, and there's only
subreddit or like their profile,
the fan subreddit, like where people can go. Blazendary has 1 million followers, right? Or 1 million subscribers. So I find it and I look at it, and there's only like 5 posts on there, but the very top post says, do not buy from Blazendary on Whatnot. He sold me 3 fake Travis Scott hoodies, and during the time he sold it to me, he unloaded hundreds of hoodies, on average like $150. He made so much money off fakes. Now he's selling designer stuff. Seriously, be careful. So
wow. That's so funny because I feel like that sort of happened when the last time I was on Guys was to talk about like the autograph guys and the sports memorabilia guys. And there was the guy who got ripped off for like tens of thousands of dollars buying jerseys with fake autographs on them. So it seems like that. Yes, this happens with any Guys episode where they're like collecting something or buying something. I feel like someone's always getting scammed or ripped off. I love it.
Yeah.